Hello everyone, it is Annie again. Gonna make a first of a series tonight. It's gonna be an Earth soap. It's gonna look like, hopefully, look like planet Earth with green and white and blue swirls in it, as well as the fragrance, which I'm adding now. There's a tiny bit of fresh cut grass fragrance that I'm blending with a fragrance called Four Leaf Clover, and it's got a really just green type scent to it. Oh my goodness. Can you guys see this chunkifying that's happening right here? Didn't even get to finish telling you about the soap. Let me try to blend this out real quick. Was that chunking too thick to be called ricing? Holy crap, that's never happened before. I'm going to hope that that amount of blending does it. It's a fresh cut grass fragrance that I mixed with the four-leaf clover. Well, I'm not sure which one caused that weird effect, but essentially it smells like fresh air and just the ozone and a little bit of wisteria. So it really does kind of remind you of Earth when you're smelling it, I think. We do have a couple little riced bits in here. I'm separating into my 3 different colors, which is the white and the green and the blue. And the goal is, I've got a chip can, again, that I'm going to be working with. This is going to be my green. I already have that a little mixed up. That's why it's dirty looking. I'm going to do 2 different Clyde slides with the green and white and one with the blue and white and pour them into my chip can at the same exact time. And hopefully it looks like from outer space, the way I think that Earth looks. That kind of where clouds are all over everything, but you can tell that there's greenery going on down there and there's oceans and everything. So we'll see if that works or not. This ricing has got me a little bit nervous. I see little pieces of soapy chunks in here, but it's not, overall we're not really over accelerating or anything. So far, I've never had ricing. I've had a lot of fun stuff happening when I'm making soap. I say fun sarcastically, of course. But ricing has not happened to me so far. Fun. Okay. We're going to keep moving though, because that's what you do. This was my green, right? Yeah, I see a tiny wisp there. This is just oxides and a little bit of rice bran oil. I did super fat my batter before I turned my camera on with some mango butter and some dehydrated coconut milk. And my blue, ultramarine and rice bran, and adding my titanium dioxide and rice bran now. I was going to stir these in, but I'm going to stick blend because of the ricing. It would not hurt to get any little chunks out that I can. Start with my lightest color. Here we go. Texture's looking pretty darn good. I think I saved it. Oops, I'm going to do blue then green, and I'm going to make a mess in the process. Easier to see the texture with the blue here, whoops, compared to the white, because the chunks were white. So my white soap was harder to tell, but this isn't looking that bad. I really do think I saved it. And on to my green. Alrighty. I'm all frazzled because I wasn't expecting that ricing to happen, but you know what? I think we're going to be fine. And sorry about that, guys. Little technical difficulty. I'm going to start my Clyde slides, which is going to be the green and white and the blue and white. We are going to be pouring these into the chip can at the same exact time, hopefully creating a cool kind of swirling effect that looks like Earth does from outer space. Batter is getting thicker, but I think I saved my ricing. So that's good news. I'll take it. And I don't mind this thick pour either, because when I did my tea in the morning soap, I did the blue and white Clyde slide. That was just sort of a spur of the moment choice, but it got thick like this, and I love the way it poured. Oh my goodness, I was just in love with the way that looked, so kind of going for that. And that was the same blue and white that you're seeing here, just different fragrance. Getting thick indeed, though. Now I've got half as much white as I do blue here, because I'm using white in both. But the goal is I just add more of the green and blue compared to the white. Now that it's getting thicker, it's a little trickier. What can you do, you know? The thickness is going to be tricky to get them out of the beakers into the tube at the same time. So I won't be able to really spatula both of them. We shall see what happens, folks. It smells pretty good around here. Everybody who smelled this fragrance definitely is telling me that it smells clean, and that added grass fragrance oil definitely adds that you're outside on a summer day type of smell too, which I think does evoke thoughts of earth. Does for me at least. We're over to pudding textures over here. Gotta finish these out. I'm gonna do 2 more in total of the green and blue. Making a mess, making a mess. Part of the fun. Getting the last of my white into here. Alrighty, we're in our beakers, and it's going to be time to pour into our tube now. I want to get this out of my way. I meant to do that a second ago and didn't. My spatula, because I'm going to need it. I'm going to position this tube as close to underneath the camera as I can. And it's time to do a double slide here. See how this works. I'm going to have to do a little bit at a time on each side. Oh my. Well, guys, this is the messiest batch I have made in a long time. Long time. But I do see some little chunky pieces. It's a very fine ricing that I've got. And basically I'm happy with what I think is going to be going down inside of here. So we'll just have to wait and see tomorrow when I cut her open. All right, see you in the future. Hey, welcome to the future. It is, geez, not even 24 hours later, and I decided this morning to take this out of my chip can mold to see how it's doing, and it's really firm, so I want to get right to cutting it. I made this kind of late last night. It was about 8 p.m. by the time I was done. It's 11:30 in the morning right now on New Year's Eve. So let's cut this bad boy open. I had some leftover, and I made this cute daisy bar with my leftover soap batter. It's kind of green on the bottom and then blue on the top because I wasn't really worried about swirling it. But It smells yummy, and I think it looks pretty cool. And here's the ends. I always chop the ends off to see how it slices before I break into the whole thing. Now, I'm not sure if the camera's going to focus well enough on this, but I'm going to give it a second. You can see tiny little speckles throughout the soap where it riced. It's almost, they're very tiny. It's almost more like couscous than rice. But it's not too bad of the speckling. It could be worse. And it looks, you can definitely see it more up close than on camera, but what you gonna do? Maybe that will kind of go away as it cures as well. We will see. And we're not too swirly. I mean, the blue and the green are almost kind of straight down the middle. Tesla's down here with me, if that's not obvious. Hey, baby. But we got a lot of air bubbles inside of here because of how thick it got as I was pouring. Like, check all that out. So we'll see as we go along how bad it really is, but hopefully it's just along the edges, and sometimes, you know, that's nothing you can do about it. Okay. Very firm for not even being 24 hours old. Pretty cool. Got some air bubbles, and definitely see those little specklings of ricing. It almost looks like a face. Can you guys see it? Eyeballs, and then a big old mouth. I don't know. I see a face. Anyways, let's keep cutting. It would have been nice if they would have been more fluid to swirl. I'm really finding out that with my water discount, it makes my soap a nice texture, but I really don't get that much working time. I really don't. Some big air bubbles on that one, at the bottom here. But I am liking the swirls. A little straight down the middle, like I was saying, compared to what I was going for. But it does kind of evoke thoughts of Earth from space, I think. What do you think? Tell me in the comments if you think this looks like the planet Earth or not. Ooh, come on, focus. There we go. Sorry about that. I do like the way the Clyde slide technique turned this out, even though I had to scoop it in instead of, jeez, sorry about that, instead of pouring it fluidly. The more soap I make, the more funny stuff happens, you know? Every batch is kind of unpredictable. I like that one. The little swirly part in the middle where the green doesn't make it so half and half. I like that. Do not like all the air bubbles on the side. That's making things a little weird. Part of this series, I don't even think I got a chance to talk about it yesterday because I was so flustered with my batch acting weird. But I'm going to do 2 more soaps in this sort of little series of soaps. I'm sure that the other 2 are kind of obvious if you think about it. But I need more chip cans. I need to go get more chips for Chris to eat. I'll probably eat a couple, but they're not really my thing. I got a sweet tooth more than a salty tooth. But we gotta eat more chips before I can make more cylinder soaps for this series. I'm hoping those speckles fade as it cures. This is a very interesting batch that we have here, but it smells really yummy. And I say yummy, I shouldn't say yummy because that means it's like food. It doesn't smell like food. It smells like being outside on a hot summer's day. It really does. Fresh green grass, blooming flowers, and just fresh air. That's what I'm talking about. That's more of a, I mean, that's a big ocean there, but That's more of the crazy looking swirl that I wanted throughout every bar. I like it. Lots of stinking air bubbles on the sides though. Okay, I can get 2 more bars out of this here. Let's see what we got. Back to being half and half. Oh well. I still think the idea comes across. They're not like I envision them. I swear, if they all came out how we envisioned them to, I don't even know if we'd want to keep trying with the soap. You know what I mean? The struggle of it is half the fun. I really think. If something doesn't turn out right, and then you want to figure out what's wrong with it and try it again and just get it right. So I think that's part of the fun of soap making. And part of the frustration, too. What you gonna do? Ooh, big air bubble in that guy right there. This is the top. And another little sliver. So a lot of samples of this soap are going to be going out because I've got the 2 ends, and then this was technically an end piece as well. We got 8 bars all together. I cannot wait to watch my video back and see exactly what happened. I'm guessing it was the grass fragrance because there was only like 0.2 ounces of that to add in, and there wasn't that much ricing. But I swear, when I watch the video back, we're going to see where I poured it in and when it just got that weird streak of chunks throughout it. Fun nonetheless, though. There we go. That's probably my favorite. Thank you guys for watching. Keep your eyes peeled for the next 2 cylinder soaps of this series that will be hopefully coming to you soon. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up if you liked it. Oh, and I've been meaning to mention, check out my Instagram if you are on Instagram. It's at Arachne's Demise. There's lots of pictures of the soaps that I'm doing, and that's where I post a lot of coupons and various goings-on. So check that out if you are on Instagram. Alrighty. Thank you, everybody. I'll see you next time.